These dollar bills recently sold in 2023 for some good money. Now, we will start with an older bill here from 1957, which is the blue seal and a silver certificate. Now, we will get more modern here as we go, but what makes this bill valuable is what can make other dollar bills, even in later years, more modern dollar bills, valuable as well. So you can look for this on your dollar bills that you get from the bank. You can go to the bank, get stacks of $1 bills, and look for this error. Now, as you see here on the left side of the bill, it starts with 370. On the right side of the bill, it starts with 470. So the first digit of the serial number is mismatched. Now, you can look for any of the digits being mismatched, and it will bring a lot of value to your $1 bills or $5 bills, $20 bills, and so on. So in this case, the dollar bill sold for $564 at auction. It is in very good condition, graded by PMG. And keep in mind, both serial numbers are supposed to be matching on both sides of the bill. So if you find that one is not matching the other side, then you will have some value. Moving on to another $1 bill that has an obstructed printing error. So this can look different in many different cases. You know, if you see a big, white spot on your bill where it's not printed, that's an obstructed printing error. As you can see here, we can barely see this green seal and the serial numbers as a result of this error. Again, dollar bill from 1969 sold for $288. Moving on to something that if you're not really paying attention, you could easily pass it up. You know, a lot of people don't even use cash anymore, or they just don't pay attention to their dollar bills at all. You know, that's a dollar. They just spend it, you know. But if you actually pay attention and you see something like this, it can add a lot of value to your $1 bill. This bill sold for $432 because the overprint is inverted. So you'll see the green seal, the black seal, and the serial numbers inverted. They're on opposite sides of the bill, upside down. $432 there. Moving on to a $2 bill. Now again, this is an error that can happen on $1 bills, $5 bills, $10 bills. All of these errors that I'm showing you can happen on all kinds of different bills. This is a 1976 $2 Federal Reserve note that has not a mismatched serial number, but a mismatched prefix error. So you could see that it starts with H and ends with A on the left side. It starts with B and ends with A on the right side. So the H and the B prefix letter is actually mismatched. So those are supposed to be matching on both sides, again, just like the numbers. That will give the bill value, and that's why it sold for $528. Graded by PMG. Moving on to a $1 bill, looks very normal on the face printing of the bill, but as we flip it over, we can see that it's completely missing the back printing. Now, this $1 bill from 1977 ended up selling for $312. If you guys want to collect gold and silver, check out these 24 karat gold backs, 1/1000th of a troy ounce, very affordable. I picked them up from Coins TV. Feel free to go check them out in the link below this video. I mean, they got different designs. This is New Hampshire, Utah, Nevada, all kinds of different cool designs. Look at that gold, man. I mean, you can't go wrong with 24 karat gold, right? Feel free to pick yourself one up in the comments below. Next up is a $1 bill. Looks normal on the back, but as we flip it over, you can see that it's completely missing the seals and the serial numbers, which is an insufficient inking error. So it's a 1981 dollar bill that sold for $276 at auction. Man, I love paper money errors. This next one here is on a 1981 $5 bill. Again, this can actually take place on other bills like dollar bills. I actually have a dollar bill like this in my collection, and this bill specifically sold for $288 because it has that offset printing error where you can see the back printing here on the face of the bill. Again, graded by PMG, this time at a 45, so not the highest grade, you know, it's not in the 60s or anything like that, but it's still worth $288. Moving on to a misalignment error, you can see that the seals and the serial numbers are, of course, misaligned. That error kind of speaks for itself. 1985 $1 bill ended up selling for around $140. Next up is a 1988 $1 bill that has a fold over error. So I think this kind of speaks for itself as well. You can see that there in the image displayed. This $1 bill sold for $324. Next up is a star note. So this is pretty rare. This bill sold for over $2,200.
$2,200 here for a $1 bill from 1988. Well, not just because it's a star note. You know, some star notes can be very, very common and only worth, you know, their face value or $2 or $3. You know, what someone's willing to pay for it. But in this case, this is a star note, which is a replacement note that has a mismatched serial number. So you'll see it starts with 114 on the left side, starts with 004 on the right side. So the first two digits there are mismatched. Now, to have it on a star note makes it even more rare. That's why it sold for over $2,000. Next up is a $1 bill. You'll see here on the back printing that you can actually see the seals and the serial numbers that are supposed to be on the face of the bill, and you will not see them on the face of the bill, of course. So we have the overprint that is on the back printing of the bill. So this 1988 Federal Reserve note sold for $456. Next up is an error that happened at the end of the roll. The end of the roll error taking place here, graded by PMG, 1993 $1 bill that sold for $1,200 at auction. Wow, $1,200 for a $1 bill. Now here is a $100 bill. Looks pretty normal. You might not notice it, you know, from a distance. But as you inspect it closely, you'll see that the seals and the serial numbers are here on the back printing of the bill, just like that $1 bill we looked at. But this is a 1996 $100 bill that sold for over $450. And then here is a $20 bill from 2017 here that has a mismatched suffix letter. So we'll see that this serial number on the left side of the bill ends in D, and this one on the right side ends in F. Now again, these are supposed to be matching on both sides. The D and the F suffix is mismatched. So this bill ended up selling for $840 at auction. Such a simple type of error to look for on all of your dollar bills. Now here is a $10 bill. You'll see that it's completely missing the face printing on this bill. It's got the third printing, the seals and the numbers, but it's missing that face printing. That's why the bill sold for $576. So when you're going through your paper money, always inspect your bills very, very closely because you never know what you may find.
And don't forget to subscribe in the middle. Feel free to check out those videos to the left of me. And until tomorrow, I'll see you guys in the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.